Oh, I didn't set. Oh, I don't have those filters set up. All right, let's. Compressor is mic aux 2 rate. And then if we, oh, that's okay. That's loud by anyone's standards. Hello, Amy. Hello. Hello. Such perfect timing. Sean's just routing right now. He's not taking it seriously. I mean, routing's fun. Routing's actually a lot of fun. Hello, Amy. Hello, Amy. Hello. Oh, yes. Yes, I love you. Okay. Are you gonna... I'm gonna get a fresh drink, Amy. Right. Yeah. Yes. I feel like my meds gave me a headache today. You know, you just kind of get that. You just kind of get that feeling. Okay, so we got two things. We got two things on the schedule today. First, we're going to do a test read through of the script as it currently exists. Try to catch some stuff and test some material. And then after that, I'm going to set a timer. And we're going to... What the hell, Amy? Did you just drool here? She must have come straight from her fountain. Yeah, now that I'm looking at it, she left little drops of water all over. Let's go there. Oops. No, hopefully this won't take until Christmas. Hopefully this will be sometime in the next sometime in October. This one, because this one I've actually been working on for I've been working on it on and off all year. So yeah. Why am I getting those? That's probably I don't know the source of that glitching. If you're seeing green lines kind of going across the screen, I'm a little unnerved by them. I am going to check if that is the camera, because I'm going to be very upset if that's the camera. Okay, it's not on the camera, so it's probably actually just a local. You do see lines blinking? Okay, so it's probably from, I'm going to guess, Felix chewed on the HDMI cable when I wasn't paying attention. So, that or it's, yeah, those are kind of bothering me. I'm going to unplug the camera and plug it back in. And I tipped over a bunch of stuff. Still there. Crap. Yeah, that's probably the cable. I think the cat's damaged the cable. Joy. All right. Yeah. Whatever. All right. So we've got a little intro skit, which I'm not gonna read. Then, but it's like, do you want Jarhead sequels? Because this is how you get Jarhead sequels. Then it's like the Jarhead 2 trailer clip, basically straight out of the Annihilation video. Okay, so on that note, as the legend goes, and I don't even fully remember where I first heard this, but as the legend goes, there's these two producers, Philip J. Roth and Jeffrey Beach, and they're like capital P producers. They've each got 120 producer credits. They've made a lot of movies, and they're sitting there watching Jarhead in 2005, and they got super offended. So, like how it depicts the Marine Corps, how it used George Bush's Operation Desert Storm as a setting to comment on George W. Bush's Iraq War, all that stuff. They get so offended that a couple years later they go out and buy the Jarhead intellectual property rights specifically to turn it into an Oorah Respect the Troops franchise. So just to put this into a bit of context, Jarhead is a 2005 film starring Jake Gyllenhaal, directed by Sam Mendes and written by William Broyles Jr., adapting a 2003 memoir of the same name by Anthony Swofford. Swofford served in the Marine Corps as a scout sniper during the Persian Gulf War, and his memoir focuses heavily on the particular dissonance of that war, the way that the soldier mentality was drilled into them over and over and over, and yet the reality of daily life was tedium. Jarhead the movie takes this strand and really pulls on it. A central focus of the movie is that the Marine Corps, the military culture and mindset, is inherently destructive, that war can and will destroy the lives of its participants even if they never see combat. It is, in effect, pointing out the way that the military machine takes young men and trains them to be killers, cultures them to crave combat, makes killing a virtue, and goes, hey, that's kind of messed up, right? Like, that's probably going to do some irreversible damage that they're going to bring home with them regardless of anything else that happens. From my perspective, Jarhead basically argues that the Marine Corps is a cult, that it uses intense peer pressure, acute stress, repetition, vocabulary control, and isolation as indoctrination techniques straight out of the playbook of any high control group. In fact, not only does it do this, it openly lionizes that process, uses that process as a conscious pressure point, tells recruits that they need to be broken down and rebuilt, and places a tremendous amount of shame on the inability to endure that process. Not only that, it is able to do so by leveraging decades and decades of pop culture to instill the submission to that process as a virtue, to sell that mindset. And then there's a segment of like examples from the movie with some more explanation. Now, arguably, and it's not even that much of an argument, this is in fact ancient, that all of that is as old as professional soldiers, and there's a certain logic to it in part. Deployment and combat are prolonged high-stress environments, so the number one factor a military wants to filter for is the ability to manage stress. But even that's all part of it, right? Like, it might be factually true that this is all stuff that soldiers have been doing in order to create new soldiers for thousands of years, and there's a logic underneath it, but the application of that fact is to appeal to that sense of legacy, to build a myth of an ancient tradition, an exclusive brotherhood of the warrior that you can only access by passing through the various purity rituals that ultimately amount to little more than bog standard abuse. This process irrevocably damages the characters, and while stories about soldiers who can never quite truly return home are also very, very old, Jarhead leaves that completely unvarnished because the entire exercise was completely pointless. See, the standard narrative for a hero's journey war story about soldiers who are left changed forever is that the damage is simply a cost that was paid for something noble and righteous and philosophical. Freedom, justice, peace, and so on. There was a cause, an evil that needed to be defeated, a wrong that needed to be righted. That is wholly absent in Jarhead. There is no cause, the damage is in service of nothing, and the human lives broken by the process are simply discarded. When the boys return home from Kuwait, a Vietnam veteran jumps on their bus to congratulate them and commiserate, but it just makes everyone uncomfortable. He's a pathetic figure, damaged in ways that will never be fixed, still clinging to the mythology of a corps that has clearly done him no good over a decade after it tossed him aside. It all ends with the affirmation that Swafford will in some way or another always belong to the Corps, always be a Jarhead. But this is in no way a celebration of the esprit de corps of belonging to a brotherhood of soldiers. It's bleak, it's cynical. The label Jarhead, a self-deprecating military nickname normally deployed in an ironic pride, is treated literally. The Marines have hollowed him out, rebuilt him, and left nothing else inside. You could see how someone who really deeply absorbed the Marines into their identity might take offense to that, or even just someone really invested in the myth of it all, especially in a post-9/11 war on terror environment. The Iraq War was never popular, or rather it was always a deeply polarized endeavor. It was transparently an illegitimate conflict rooted in corporate interests, evangelical millennialism, and just general warmongering, which made support of it a mandatory performance. Famously, the Dixie Chicks' career was basically ended as a result of speaking out against it, and that was just 2 years before Jarhead came out. So I want you to take that environment and just kind of pin it somewhere in your mind, because first we need to talk about a certain kind of dude, the tactical operator. And to do this, we need to talk about the 2020 documentary, The Standard, directed by Phil Wall and produced by GoRuck Media. You probably haven't seen this documentary, and for good reason. It isn't very good. It's a really good example of a counter-documentary, one where the clear intent of the piece, the things that people say and the messages that are conveyed by the filmic language are completely at odds with the things that are actually shown. The Standard is ostensibly about the most hardcore of hardcore military tactical badassery training, U.S. Special Forces. Quote, pushing limits and building bridges at the world's toughest endurance event. GoRuck Selection is not only the toughest endurance event on the planet, it's also an attempt to bridge the military-civilian divide. Hosted by a group of Special Forces combat veterans, this 48-hour challenge is a condensed interpretation of the U.S. Army's 24-day assessment and selection. For the participants, the event is a chance to test their limits while paying tribute to those who serve. For the Special Forces cadre who lead the event, it's an opportunity to honor their roots and connect with civilians. Less than 2% of participants finished the first 18 iterations applications of the event will anyone in Class 19 meet the standard. So the frame here is that the U.S. Special Forces has a standard that applications are expected to perform to in order to be selected for placement in a Special Forces unit, and the GoRuck selection is an endurance event meant to mimic this process. Now, the word standard calls to mind something like official, right? Something codified, something measured, something standardized. So the setup is like, this is the actual bar that Special Forces need to meet. It's right up there in the pitch. Will anyone meet the standard? But then you watch the actual documentary. First off, just to get it out of the way because of how obvious it is, the standard is just an ad for GoRuck, a company that mostly makes tactical backpacks that have a reputation for being extremely durable, but uncomfortable, poorly laid out, and heavy. The movie is broken into two parts, the known and the unknown. The known portion is the first 20-ish minutes of the doc, and it's explicitly the U.S. Army Physical Fitness Standard exam. Participants must be able to do 55 push-ups in 2 minutes, 65 sit-ups in 2 minutes, run 5 miles in 40 minutes or less, and complete a 12-mile ruck in 3.5 hours, all in the same afternoon. By the way, ruck is just a hike, but you've got a full kit on, or in this case, a GoRuck rucksack mostly full of GoRuck slab weights to simulate being full of ammo or canned food or whatever. After this known portion, we move into the unknown portion, which will take up the remaining hour and 15 minutes of the movie. The unknown portion is, unlike the known portion, just vibes. Rancid vibes, but still vibes. It becomes pretty obvious pretty quickly that everything the organizers are having the participants do is just kind of improvisational. There's a schedule of sorts, and a lot of the stuff has technically been planned ahead of time, but that planning isn't exactly systematized. They come up with an activity and then just make everyone do it for an hour or so before moving on. There's no numbers, there's no goal, and additional goals are added and removed based purely on whether or not the cadre, that's the term for the ex-Special Forces dudes yelling at everyone, whether or not they like you. And they're actually pretty transparent about that, at least to the confessional camera and a bunch of clips. This is what I mean about it being a counter-documentary. They really want you to think that this is some actual standard that soldiers need to live up to, that there's something quantifiable in all this, but then the truth is that they're just winging it. They're trying to stress everyone out, but they do so based on convenience and bias, and the amount of abuse you're subjected to relies heavily on if they like you or not. And then I've got a clip where they're like, the lion picks on the weakest zebra. They admit that they're trying extra hard to make the women crash out, that they're picking on contestants that they don't vibe with, and that they make things harder on the fly purely because there's too many people left in the competition, and they just don't want to have to keep that many people organized. They're an elite exclusive event, after all. They can't have a bunch of people passing. Eventually, it's accidentally revealed that all of this is just happening on Jason's land. Jason McCarthy, the event organizer, is a former Special Forces soldier with the U.S. Army serving from 2003 to 2008, and he's also the founder and CEO of GoRuck. And most of this event is just happening in his backyard, and they haven't bothered to, set anything up for this. If I say military fitness endurance event, you maybe conjure in your mind the image of an army obstacle course, right? Climbing walls, ropes, mud pits, all that stuff. But there's none of that here. No one's timing anything. No one's keeping notes. There's a whole bit where they just kind of mess around with some logs that happen to be nearby. They're not doing log drills because those are teamwork exercise, and this is 100% anti-teamwork, hyper-isolationist. Then a clip of them saying, we're going to put a wedge between them, between these two contestants, because, yeah. So yeah, this isn't a log drill. This is just pushing around a log. There's a clip of the winner of a previous event where there's this whole sort of ceremony at the finish line. So they're standing in front of this giant American flag, and his family's behind him with congratulatory signs. But the whole time someone's standing just off camera spraying him with a garden hose, because this is just something someone made up on the fly. At one point, they just have them move a bunch of paving stones for Jason's gazebo from one spot to another. And the fact that the cadre, they're in pretty good shape. They all seem like dudes who hit the gym as a hobby, but none of them have ever actually completed their own course, and frankly, most of them wouldn't. There's kind of two things happening here at the same time. One is the admission that to what degree this does resemble actual military behavior and conditioning, that behavior and conditioning is cult initiation stuff, and second, the cultural mythology of all that as a good thing. Having this reedy dork yell at you for 2 days is good because it gives you a taste of the warrior spirit that he totally has. Frankly, all of the cadre look like awful people who would be an absolute nightmare to have any kind of personal relationship with, people who have absorbed exactly the kind of damage Jarhead is talking about. And you can easily imagine how someone like Jason would be very, very upset about that. I have no proof of this, but I have to imagine Jason doesn't like Jarhead much at all. Jason is probably more of a Jarhead 2 kind of guy. Jarhead 2 Field of Fire is a direct-to-video sequel released in 2014. This is where Philip J. Roth and Jeffrey Beach come into the picture. These guys, no joke, over 100 movie credits as producers. These guys are regularly producing anywhere from 3 to 7 movies per year, mostly via Roth's production company, UFO International. Well, it lifts some aesthetic elements from Jarhead, like a framing voiceover, a few parallel lines, and the general style and vibe of title cards, but it is otherwise different in every way. There are no returning characters, and the story is wholly fictional. As a reminder, Jarhead is based off Anthony Swofford's memoir, and Jake Gyllenhaal was playing Swofford, a real person. There is none of that here. The only thing that isn't made up is the country of Afghanistan. Though from the sheer number of last names in the credits ending with a V, I'm going to assume this was shot somewhere in Eastern Europe, like Bulgaria. Where Jarhead was a simmering character portrait of people driven mad for no reason, victims of a machine, Jarhead 2 is a troop movie about troops doing very budget-conscious heroic troop stuff like driving through a gravel quarry or standing next to their Humvees in a gravel quarry or defusing bombs in a gravel quarry. It starts with a big ensemble of characters, but most of them are killed off about 1/3 of the way through the film, and the bulk of the movie is significantly reduced cast doing a rip-from-the-headlines type story of escorting a Malala Yousafzai proxy to safety. Then a clip. I need to practice that name. Malala Yousafzai. Malala Yousafzai. Yousafzai, Yousafzai. I need to double check that. I think it's Zai. Yousafzai. There's a bunch of gunfights and one of the good ones Arab translator and a female Marine who was a lesbian. Quote from the movie, "If I weren't married and you weren't so obviously a lesbian," one clip, then the other clip, "I don't care what this is the lesbian character saying this, "I don't care what she looks like as long as she's got a hot face and a banging body." Ah! So freeze frame of her doing the slide in a cutout of Dan from Comfortably Doug, and just play cringe. There's no other word for it. While not quite delving into the realm of full-on propaganda, Jarhead 2 fills the role of soft propaganda, accepting the US military, its presence, its structures, and its culture implicitly, washing it through the machine of pop culture mythology. Some of the characters do complain about the Marines, but in the way that anyone with a job complains about that job. This isn't really criticism, it's just banal pet peeves that people bond over because they all think it's funny and irritating that their boss wears really squeaky shoes or is always showing off his guitar that he can't play. It's trivial and shallow stuff. Jarhead 3 The Siege is a 2016 direct-to-video sequel to Nothing. This isn't a sequel. At this point, we can officially consider Jarhead to be an anthology feature. Anthology franchise. It's very telling that in my note-taking for the Jarhead movies, each installment's notes gets shorter and shorter. One might instinctively attribute that to simply getting tired, and I'll admit I didn't control for that. This isn't terribly scientific, but where Jarhead has several pages of notes and observations, things I thought were compelling or marked important points in the movie, with even added notes off to the side of the notes, ideas that I came back to later in the movie to add more detail to. The most prominent note I made on Jarhead 3 is that there's no visible penis on screen. It seems like at some point in making these sequels, someone sat down with the job to break down Jarhead, really figure out the essential essence of it, and they came up with a short list consisting of troops, courier font, time of day titles, an on-screen penis, and a voiceover with some zingers. Jarhead 1 and 2 both had the courage to get the wang out, but in this, the third installment, they've all but completely winnowed away the original Jarhead. All that's left behind is a voiceover and some title cards. Jarhead has this really compelling voiceover. It's one of the defining bits of the movie because it lets you inside Swafford's head, where he can say things that are embarrassing or shameful, admit to feeling and thinking terrible things, and because we're in Swafford's mind, in his memories, Mendez uses this to create really compelling little bits and contrasts, like when the camera pulls back and closes the door on a number of memories, like visiting his sister in the hospital, making muffins with his mother, and having interesting breakfast conversations with his dad, because those memories don't actually exist. Jarhead 3 The Siege retains the voiceover for no real purpose beyond some vestigial brand identity, and is ultimately a fully sincere embrace of military propaganda. It's also pretty stupid. I was looking to kick some ass and then dust off another fish to fry. You don't dust off fish, you dumbass. The budget has gotten even smaller. This is more or less a bottle movie where all the events take place in one small building, a U.S. embassy in an unspecified Middle Eastern kingdom referred to only as the Kingdom. Middle Eastern country referred to only as the Kingdom, though it looks suspiciously like somewhere in Eastern Europe, possibly Bulgaria. The embassy gets attacked for reasons, and then the Marines shoot everyone and win. And then the voiceover comes in the same place where the original was like, I'll always be a jarhead, derogatory, and this one is like, sometimes you get so caught up in thinking about what you want to do that you don't see what you need to do, which is take a career promotion with the U.S. Marine Corps. Whatever shallow resistance was still present in Jarhead 2 is here fully replaced with an overt love for the Corps. That's the message of Jarhead 3. The Marine Corps is dope and cool, and the only reason to not join is because you're okay with not being the best. And then a clip. Why did you join? I joined to be the best. This is, to me, a particularly funny parallel with Swafford's reason for joining, which was, kind of a really pivotal moment in that movie. And then the clip from Jarhead 1 where it's like, what are you doing here, son? I got lost on the way to college. Most reviews about this movie complain about the fact that B-movie big guy Scott Adkins doesn't get a fight scene, which is a true fact about this movie, and you might find that interesting. So there you go. He plays this guy who is named Gunny Rains. Otherwise, this movie is boring and stupid, and nothing of any note really happens except the hot data analysis lady who looks like Dee from It's Always Sunny is actually CIA, so she's secretly really good with a gun. Anyway, Semper Fi, I guess. Jarhead 4, a direct-to-video movie from 2019, drops the numbering in favor of box art that aggressively references video game box art. The movie is about drops the numbering in favor of box art. It's called Jarhead: The Law of Return. The movie is about a U.S.-born fighter pilot named Ronan, who is the son of a senator and an Israeli citizen by law of return. He lives in a massive house with a huge pool and a hot wife, but then he goes off on a mission of some description in Assyrian airspace where he's shot down by an Iranian-controlled Shiite militia headed by a man known only as the Ghost. Now, it might seem like the field of sunflowers is an odd choice, not really evocative of Syria, but fun fact, due to their tolerance for heat and general pest resistance, sunflowers are a popular crop for vegetable oil production globally, from Syria to Bulgaria. So, props to the movie for not just playing to Western idioforms about what Syria looks like and setting the whole thing in a gravel quarry. Most of the movie follows an international special forces squad who were in Israel as part of a training program and are sent to invade Syria to rescue Ronan, mostly because they happen to be pretty close by. That's a pretty loaded setup, but this movie, more than even the previous two, is basically a Call of Duty campaign. It's not a very coherently told story, mostly just a lot of scenes populated with a roster of unmemorable characters who do soldier things. At this point, the only vestige of Jarhead that remains is the use of Courier as a typeface. Funny enough, the movie is pretty inaccurate with the military stuff. Dress codes are all over the place, unbelievable things happen, chain of command doesn't really seem to exist, but spiritually this is absolutely reverential to the nebulous concept of the warrior and the modern military aesthetic. If we're looking at all the stuff that Jason and his pals were yelling at the civilians to make them feel like soldiers, all the stuff about grabbing victory and picking on the weakest zebra because you want to know that the guy beside you is a survivor, this is easily the most in line with that way of thinking. So there's a pretty clear divide here, with Jarhead in one column and the other three movies in the other. It's not just a shift in budget, but a seeming wholesale flip of the underlying philosophy, from derogatory Jarhead to proud Jarhead. So, who are the guys who did this? Who was so offended by Jake Gyllenhaal's performance that they just had to fix it? No, his name's Gunny. Yeah, his name is Gunny Rains. Okay, so I lied to you, but you already figured that out. The whole story about a couple of producers seeing Jarhead and getting bent out of shape, completely fictional. Didn't happen. In fact, it's not even original. It's a folk story recycled from the 80s to try and explain how Rambo went from PTSD-addled drifter coming into lethal conflict with NIMBYs to relitigating Vietnam into an American victory and running guns for the Mujahideen. So, what's the actual story here? You probably figured out it was a fib from the moment I said that Roth and Beach have 120 movie credits and were making as many as 7 movies a year, because that's a number so absurd it means one of two things. Either these guys are fake and I made them up, or these are the kind of guys who care at all, Either these guys are fake and I made them up, or these are not the kind of guys who care at all about what Jarhead did or didn't say, only what sells. If you scrutinize the movies on that list, the pattern becomes very obvious almost instantly. Python 2, Lake Placid 2, Boogeyman 3, The Grudge 3, Messengers 2, Wrong Turn 3, Lake Placid 3, Lake Placid The Final Chapter, Sniper Legacy, Sniper Ghost Shooter, Doom Annihilation. Oh, but it's not just sequels, it's also knockoffs like Python, Falcon Down, Post Impact, and the absolutely inexplicable Grendel, which was quickly and cheaply produced to siphon off of Zemeckis' animated Beowulf, which was itself a massive flop. I mean, it's got to be that right. The only other nearby option is the 2005 Canadian-Icelandic co-production Beowulf and Grendel starring Sarah Polley and Gerard Butler, which is this really slow-moving naturalistic retelling of the myth without the supernatural elements, and it only made $92,000 in theaters because it basically only ran the festival circuit because it's a dreary Canadian art film, and that's all this fake-ass imposter country can produce. Sorry, where were we? Right, Post Impact starring Dean Cain. I actually have that one on DVD from back when Dean Cain was just a sad washout, not a sad racist washout. These movies, this strata of movie, you already know it and love it, just from the generic-ass titles. But if you're not familiar, I can sum it up in one clip. And then a bit from Falcon Down, where it's like, oh man, imagine, it's like, this sucks. Imagine getting killed for $7 an hour. This was everyone's first night on this job. This is bullshit. Now, Universal 1440 is just Universal's direct-to-video. Oh man, okay, I scrambled some of this stuff. Okay. Now, Universal 1440 is just Universal's direct-to-video arm. They own the rights to Jarhead. No one ever bought the rights just to turn it into pro-military propaganda. The hidden hand here is a guy named Glenn Ross, the general manager and executive vice president of Universal 1440 from 2005 up until his retirement in 2024. Okay, so there's two things that I've kind of lost here. So I need to put a break in here. I like that. Yeah. So that's the current state of the script. I think it's coming together pretty good. That was very useful for me. There's a couple things that I noticed that I just haven't worked in yet, like ideas that I had that are like teased but not paid off. So we're gonna set a timer. What time is it right now? Oh, perfect. No. Okay. Timer's running just so that we don't play all day. Hades 2, let's go. Amy went back upstairs, it looks. I don't see her.
Few tales are told of Hades, whose reign as grim lord of the dead came to a sudden end when all at once his past caught up with him. But gods do not go quietly, and history repeats. So this tale was only a matter of time.
Death to Kronos. Vengeance for my family.
Alright, attack, dodge. Nothing on our triggers at the moment.
Lost souls. I'll make the Titan pay.
It looks amazing. But we were expecting that. Like it's Supergiant, right? All of their games look fabulous. Do I have my ducking? I don't think my ducking is set up properly. One sec. I just need to check the values. Okay, is everything coming through sort of clearly? I'm on a different OBS profile than I normally use, so let me know if the mix is, like, bad.
Enough of this.
Audio's a bit louder. Okay, let's... No, that's the... You know, we'll just solve it by turning... the game itself down a bit.
Just a spell. It's just another spell. 10 words. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Greetings from Olympus and well met there, Sunshine. Look, we can't get to the Titan, but if you truly mean to stop him, then the least I can do is light your way down.
Ooh, those all sound
They need
fun.
my aid. We'll see if I need theirs. Whispers. Hold still.
5, whatever that was. What is that? What do
Can't
we get?
recover here.
Ashes, mostly
Need to
used
press
for
on.
unlocking Arcana
I'll need
cards.
these soon enough.
This looks like something we probably just haven't. I mean, I don't know why I'm overthinking this. Like, we know the formula. We know that we're in the tutorial. Oh, I took a lot of damage. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Spindles.
I think I took most of that damage trying to
City of Frost. Had missed
trying
saying
to
so much
cast
about
my
you,
spell.
And now at last we meet. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
You look just like your mother. I'll not lose her again. I shall freeze hell in its entirety if that is what it takes to get her back. You'll help me, won't you, granddaughter?
Grandmother.
Your Omega attack deals more damage but uses 10. Omega attack holds square to use pentagram for your weapon's magic impute attack. Let's take this.
I see.
Oh, sweet. Okay, ashes or a thing that we haven't seen before. Let's take the thing we haven't seen before.
Wailers. Who else?
Oh. No, no!
Return to Shadow now.
Of course our first run had to end in just absolute ignominy.
Back already. Damn it.
Alright, town time. Ooh, let's brood.
This old unfinished painting. Don't look away. Don't forget all that the Titan took from you.
Who dares disturb my eternal rest? You trifle with powers far beyond your comprehension, witch.
That was pretty decent, right, Mel? Maybe pushing it. Calling you witch like that.
Solid haunting all in all, Dora. And I thought the witch part worked. But I'd better go. Something I have to do.
Then be gone.
Mel's fine. Alright, Dora? That was Dora?
Stand tall and show no weakness.
All right. What? Let's check
the river's
this.
overflowed back there.
Okay. Just a peaceful little corner. Oh, look at these frogs. Look at those frogs. Some good frogs. All right.
There you are. Come here.
I like your hat.
The crossroads, that haven hidden twixt the surface and the underworld, conceals those still loyal to Lord Hades, rightful ruler of the dead.
Together we'll retake my father's realm.
Time forced our hand, Millenoi. Neria's soul expected you to slay our enemy last night, on a new moon, no less.
I lack such forgiveness for my failure, Headmistress Hecate. The Titan yet lives, and Olympus yet burns, while I'm back where I started.
Yes, recovered bodily, if not in spirit, and grown wiser for it. You've not failed, merely begun. This is all part of the task. Death to Kronos.
I don't know if I trust Hecate.
Kronos.
I can salute her.
Be well, Headmistress.
And you, Millenoi. This cauldron's filthy still, alas. But there's something at our altar you may use, and I've unsealed the silver pool as well. We shall await your safe return.
Thank you, Headmistress.
Unlocked the silver pool. Okay. Concoct.
It's being purified.
Unlocked the silver pool. Where do we think the silver pool is?
Okay.
Hail. Tell me you killed the bastard. Drove your staff into his wretched skull, slid a dagger in his gut. Not that he'd die from that. Works on mortals, though.
Kronos, the Titan of Time, is vanquished, Odysseus. I have his head right here. At least, I wish I did.
Well, you'll get him next time, I reckon.
Death to Kronos, sir.
Aye, that.
Okay, it's a little... It's... Death to Kronos. Death to Kronos.
Already hit a wall. Knocked your scrawny ass all the way back here. It's insane that she's sending you out on foot, all on your own.
You're fortunate you have even this responsibility for all your questioning of orders and complaining.
Yuri Lover's eating good this year, huh?
Oh, shut up.
Hail, Shades. Our fight is just getting started. We'll find a way to wake you, O sleep.
Alright, we got a little garden plot.
Father, what was forgotten shall be feared again.
Oh, this is good. Alright, alright. Oh.
My altar. Headmistress lent me the Arcana.
Okay, so we use Ash to unlock
The sorceress.
these. Oh, okay. I had 5. After you exit a location, restore 3. Let's
The wayward son.
sustain. Sustain is always a good pick. And we are out of
That'll
Ash.
do. The task comes fast.
Oh, come on. Don't be like that.
The arms of night are now at my disposal. Or shall be, soon enough.
Okay, Sister Blades. Umbral Flames.
Don't have enough for that.
Okay, alright, so we have the witch's staff, and we don't. We can't. Hello, Amy. Hello. Or did you come to... Hello? Hello? Yeah. Here, come here. Come here. Come on. Yeah, we haven't started the run yet. Come here. Come here. Here we go. Okay. All right. Now go to your spot. Go to your spot. Oh, no, come over. Come on. Oh, go to your spot. Go to your spot. That's the Kronos, yes. That's the Kronos. Yeah. It's only noon. It's nowhere near lunchtime for you. Come on. Here, over to your spot. Yeah. Over to your spot. Lay down in your spot. Okay, go to your spot. Oh, one more lap.
The silver pool.
Oh, okay, that's the silver pool. Okay, so silver pool is just weapon select.
Disciples, attention! A battle lost. But this is war, young one, and you have many battles yet to come.
Hey,
the only question
Skelemus.
is, are you prepared to win? I'm not so sure here, so let's see you give me 20!
Commander Skelemius, sir. You're certain it's acceptable for me to strike you 20 times in front of all your students?
Dead certain. Now hit me with everything you got.
As you will, sir.
Disciples, watch and learn. I am ensnared. That's enough. Unless you want to keep going.
I actually kind of want you to bring that back up. Yes. Can you bring that move list back up? That was more complicated than I was expecting. Okay.
I can't.
Got all your magic back.
Okay.
I shall return.
Forgive me, sir.
You see?
Oh, I can't bring that. He's not letting me bring the move list back up. Okay. Go out, go up. Ooh.
Death to Kronos. I'll see to that. No one is more prepared. Beyond the mists of Erebus, there should be a way down. Too risky heading through Elysium. And too risky to stay. All right, it's time.
Magic's back to full.
Find the Titan, slay the Titan. The Trident Sigil. You're one of my father's brothers, aren't you? Then help him.
Long-lost niece, you live! We thought you met the same fate as your father, and your mother, and your brother. Oh. Well, how about we turn the tide and exact terrible revenge for poor old Hades and his kin?
Alright. Attack it flows with a splash, so we got a knockback, cast. Immediately hits foes with a powerful splash that inflicts froth. When hit, afflicted foes have 25% chance to take 50 damage, lasts 3 seconds. Your Omega move makes you briefly restore any mana that you use repeatable after 8 seconds. Knockback. You know what? Let's stick with some fundamentals for now.
All of you gather round.
Oh, that makes it huge. That is okay. No, that rules.
Molly.
Within mist-shrouded labyrinthine Erebus lie countless souls of the dead, awaiting judgment that shall never come.
They'll be judged soon enough. Come, Spindles.
Okay, tool required for that. Gain 50 bones. Alright, she said bones. Okay, something clearly mana related, I assume. Increase my maximum or obols. Mana.
Caskets. Yes.
Okay, so we want to use... We definitely want to be using our magic more. Let's get a power.
Wastrels. Olympus calls.
Elenoi, I was certain you were gone. Scarce born, only to be taken by Kronos, along with my daughter and those nearest her. But the Witch of the Crossroads got you out of there, did she? How could she not send word?
Okay, sprint forms a gust around you that lingers after you stop. After remaining inactive, rapidly restore mana. Casts also create a gust around the binding circle. Sprint upgrades tend to be useful in general. we did want to start using magic more. But let's take the sprint upgrade.
For what you
Nope.
did to me.
Ooh, we took a lot of damage. Alright, so I gotta get used to those shriekers. We don't really have that many obols, so let's go for the power.
A root stalker. Got to move.
Oh, ow. No!
Foul spirit.
Barely.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Specials hit foes with splash that knocks others further away. Casts also immediately hit foes with froth. Okay, well let's get froth. That'll put froth on our basic attack. Okay, I need to... Aiming that is hard. Okay, okay. I see how that works. But that doesn't use magic by default. Unless you charge it up. Okay. Well, we are pretty much screwed.
A gift.
No
mistakes.
I don't know what bones are used for yet, but we know ash is used to unlock arcanas, so let's go for that. Nope. You again. Haha! Didn't die to the same thing twice.
Split path.
Let's take the health upgrade. I don't think we're gonna make it. No! I saw it coming. I was like, but I saw him winding up, but I was too focused on the projectiles coming from the other direction.
You'll find them, and you'll have so much to talk about. Let the longing for them spur you on for now. See what I get for staying out all night, Frunos. Dora must be hiding for a bit.
Alright, nothing new over there.
The cauldron's ready for me now.
Cauldron's ready.
Together we shine.
Together we shine. At least our cauldron's finally purified, praise the fates. Speaking of which, are you as yet considering an invocation to them? I have my doubts that they would listen even now.
If there's any chance the three fates shall aid us, I'll take it. Thank you for preparing things for me. Though I'm well short of freshly picked reagents still.
I'd offer such reagents if I could, but as you venture past this glade, look carefully along your path and you shall find them. Fate's willing.
Yes, headmistress.
Alright, what do we got? Concoct.
I dreamt of this.
Fated intervention. Beseech the three fates to lend their aid. Reveal gathering tools within the silver pool. Unlock them to gather stuff more. Persuade the wretched broker to appear with whom you may trade bones for various resources.
Great Knight, reveal now your works within our silver pool. So mote it be. By blood and darkness, let my will be done. Broker, welcome to the crossroads.
Hello, broker. Long time no see.
After ever-scheming Kronos claimed the House of Hades, shades of the dead residing there, all scattered to the ends of the earth.
You shades are welcome here and safe.
Oh.
Hail,
All right.
Broker.
Okay. Bones for ashes. Bones for psyche. Bones for fate fabric. Well, I don't have any psyche, so let's go ahead and buy that. And just because. Good trade, bad trade, who knows? Okay, so we want moly and silver to unlock that.
Tough times. Another failed attempt. About ready to give in? You don't have the fire. This isn't personal enough for you.
Isn't personal? You don't see my mother around either, do you, Nem? Nor my father, nor my brother. Kronos took them all.
I lost more than my mother, too. And I knew mine. What's yours to you? All you ever did was fall out of her womb.
Silence.
Over here.
Moonlight, guide us.
We'll find our way. It isn't much, but our shades out there, they scrape together some materials that we reckon you could use. Here, least we can do.
Ash of the dead. Odysseus, these... Our shades are giving up their own mortal remains. All for our cause.
And who can blame them?
Free Ash. Oh.
Hi, gang. Headmistress must have some important tasks for you.
Is he wearing a tiny... He's wearing a tiny collar and tie. Wait, no, I wasn't done. I hadn't checked everything yet. Anything over here yet?
A finely chiseled countenance of the underworld's unseated king instills a sense of quiet contemplation and resolve in whosoever dares to meet those stone, unseeing eyes.
Watch over me, Father.
Okay. Meditate. Now, we got some more ash. We got 26 ash, so we can actually unlock... Alright, well, you have less than 100% magic. Your attack and special deal plus 30% damage. You know, take the...
Persistence.
20 health. We've got 16. That's cheap, so we should just buy it because now we're down to 13, so we can't afford anything. All right.
Ready.
What did we unlock here? Okay, a new tab.
The crescent pig. Reveal to me the bounties of the earth. Much more than just this staff bathing in there.
Okay, silver cinder. Okay, so that must be, so cinder, that must be what that other icon was when we went to the heart path. And then silver, I assume our pick is going to let us gathering silver. Okay. So we only need one silver to unlock the blades, which shouldn't be too hard.
There she is again at last.
Okay. Special is...
Death to Kronos, Commander.
Knock him dead, kiddo. Being a shadowy denizen of the underworld comes with certain perks, young one. Take, for instance, how, when you dash, nothing can touch you.
We are the unseen, at one with the darkness and the dead. I can evade anything, yes, but only for a moment, and even then, I can't prevail by dodging all night long.
Yeah, I'd do it all the time if I was you. See the little trail when you dash? Once it snaps back, you're good to go again.
The shadow follows.
That is a good visual timer for the, Okay, yeah. X to dash, hold to sprint, which we figured out. Dash strike. Okay. Cast to ensnare. Hold to ensnare and destroy. Okay, so it's actually pretty straightforward. It's just everything has a hold omega version. And the special has a 3... So long shot. Wait, no, no, it's not long versus short. It is piercing versus big. Okay, we can keep moving while, like, we go slow, but... So we can use that. Can we use it while... sort of.
I'll get through all that gloom somehow.
Okay.
Once more.
Hey, silver.
Flame sigil. There's some raw silver I can use. I thought the fire goddess never got involved. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this
Okay,
message.
no, new goddess.
Well, look at you, hot stuff.
Oh, it's
Up down
Hestia.
the elderly. Oh, what a good girl you are. And here I was, just about to burn this whole blasted place to the ground myself. Now, here's a little warm-up for ya.
Okay, our rare option. Cardio gain. Whenever attacker special deal damage, restore magic. That sounds really powerful. Specials inflict scorch. Your sprint leaves a cinder trail, and any damage you take from burning is reduced to 1. Do we take the rare? Do we take the rare just on principle? All of these sound good. Let's take the rare on principle.
That almost burns. More whalers.
We got kind of stuck there. Alright, let's try to use our special more.
Near all of the near-endless pathways in suffocating Erebus lead to dead ends, and very scarce are those who can navigate them.
Took only my entire life to figure out. Slowing down.
Harvest plants. We're gonna take magic upgrade. Or we're gonna take the health upgrade.
Fall back to dust.
A little clumsy. We'll find a, we are going to prioritize new over familiar. No.
Sigil. Doubtless this one knows hatred, not just love. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Why, hello, gorgeous. You look like you can break some hearts even without my aid. Oh, your brother would be so proud, knowing you're fighting for your kin.
Possible exchange.
Ah. Casts inflict weak, and damage foes while dragging them towards the center. Rushing damages surrounding foes and inflicts weak again once you stop. Let's try that.
I think.
Okay. Oh, that's what. Okay, I get it. That's what that tool was. Let's get ashes. Let's try this. Let's definitely get another... Okay, so mini boss for a Hestia power. Let's go for it.
This one again.
Scorch on our attacks. I always love a boost to my basic attack. Your foes perish in a blast that damages any surround... Oh, man. Oh, that's hard. Okay. I love a boost to my basic attacks. I love exploding enemies. I love making enemies explode.
Flame of
the potential for a chain reaction. If this chains, like if this can chain, which it sounds like it, I don't see why it wouldn't. All right, so it's not a huge explosion area, but it is an explosion area. All right, all right.
These still grow in the underworld.
Ooh, yes, 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 yes. We want gifts. Give me gifts. There we go.
Some nectar. In we go.
Health upgrade.
Silk cocoons. Who's there? Could make a run for it.
Okay, the lock takes a little bit to get used to. Anything in the last one? Oh. If the hammers are even half as good as they were in Hades, this is the clear pick. That's... I don't think I've ever hit anything with that attack on purpose. Alright, specials fire 2 projectiles but have less range. Omega attacks deal 50% damage but also and also strike sideways. Whenever you slay a foe with your Omega attack, restore 5 health. Yeah. No, that's sustain is king. Let's get nectar. Getting stuck in stuff, trying to be clever.
Remember me?
Oh, that's where, there's everyone. Alright. You know what? We've got obols. Let's check the shop.
That breathing. I'm in your debt, Lord Charon. These provisions surely shall make all the difference in my task. What gold I find is yours.
We've got 230.
This one, please.
If only you could see my fields in the morning sun, shining brighter than any gold you shall ever find. Such metals ought to remain within the earth.
After remaining in act. Okay, that. That would be really good if we had it earlier and I wasn't pretty sure I'm gonna die in this next room. So let's take Tranquil Gain. Let's buy a heal. And let's go.
Headmistress.
There she is. Welcome to the edge of Erebus. Well done, Milinoe.
Thank you, Headmistress Hecate. I could not have reached this point without your guidance.
And in turn, you shall not pass this point without a demonstration of your capability.
My capability? You'd have us face each other here, even though my task has already begun.
Your training shall never be complete. And I would know if you stand any chance at all against our enemy. Crossed flames awaken.
Okay. No, didn't charge it long enough. Nah, there's a trick. This is too... Okay, I have a chance to get some health back here. Stop.
Bathe in flame.
Okay, that.
Look now upon the moon.
No.
I have more hexes up my sleeve.
Ah! No, no, no! Okay, they bounce back, they return.
Careful now.
I got this, I just need to not panic. Keep it together, keep it together.
You fought with diligence and with ferocity, but surely there is more for you to learn beyond this threshold.
I look forward to it, Headmistress. What about you? Can you not join me?
No, I dare not stray too far from our abode. Continue now your task. I shall await your safe return.
Thank you, Headmistress.
Gain one, whatever that was.
A bit too close.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 5 HP is a little close. Honestly, I gotta say, not too bad for learning a boss on the fly with a move set that I'm not entirely used to yet. Hey, look, I'll take the 20 HP, but I could have gone for a little bit more than that.
Beginning descent.
Oh, it's like a little game figurine.
That singing.
Okay.
Within the sopping, blackest pits of Oceanus reside horrors that the greatest mortal or immortal poets could not possibly describe.
I'll find a way.
To describe them. Alright. What do you got for me, Poseidon? Wait, what? No! Ah!
Stay where you are.
Dang it. All my hard work. R1 accept, R2 gift. You know what, we're just going to accept for now before we start giving gifts out.
Or very close to it. Must be even darker than what you're accustomed to. And the terrible pressure. Not even I can stand it for too long. So how can you?
Alright, your specials hit foe with a splash that knocks other foes further away. Minor fines are worth more, and minor fines and obols are worth more, and you receive obols, health, and so get hif and bones right now. Your Omega cast gains power and knocks foes away. We are using special a good bit. We could use the 50% heal and general more currency, like more bones, and I don't think bones are a bad trade. Especially because, like, well, I don't know, like, we probably don't really need to, like, care too much about the meta progression economy at the moment. Like, we're still so early that I just, there's going to be more systems to unlock and whatnot. So let's take Wave Flourish. Let's find new abilities, and let's go for Ash, because we want to finish unlocking Arcana.
Hippos.
That pool is messing me up. I do not like this room's layout.
Ashes.
Also, I am kind of pissed off that that Omega kills don't count on those hippos because they explode. They don't actually die to it. I'm not getting my health back.
Down the drain. A lotus flower.
Oh, it's only my Omega attacks, not... Okay. Where is it? Whenever you slay... Okay. Alright. Yeah, no, it's... Somewhere in my brain was like, okay, all my Omegas. I either get the power or the healing. I am 8 short of getting both. Or I get the palm and the healing. Palm and healing is highest value.
May I?
This is already pretty powerful on its own. I don't think this needs to be upgraded.
Be safe, Lord Charon. Serpents.
Ow, my God.
Couldn't do it.
Okay, we're gonna stand over here.
Got you.
All right, fighting things here, a little odd. Okay. That could be interesting. Splash effects inflict frost. Our only splash effect is on our special at the moment, which isn't too bad. We get an epic upgrade on that, but I really like Heat Rush. Because this turns it into a charge. Which I think is actually going to screw me up more. Let's go with this.
Surging on.
All right. Play dangerous. We take the mini boss. Oh.
This isn't your domain.
Ah.
To recharge.
Unforced error there.
Hear me, on my authority.
Oh, hello. Oh, boy. I feel like Flame Strike. Scorch. Afflicted foes take 100 damage accrued from this every 1 second. No. Stacking dots are...
Whew, that's hot.
I don't think we're gonna make it too much further, but there's a chance.
Pinheads. Got it.
Not gonna complain about that. No! Oh, I shouldn't have. I got greedy. I should have just... I was like, I'm gonna restore like 50 hit points right now. And instead I lost them all.
2,
Oh.
1.
It is the dead of night within a haunted, barely moonlit thicket at the underworld's edge. There, a young forsaken princess hunts her prey.
Ready or not, hence I go. I bid you farewell for now, Lord Hypnos. Where could she be?
The keen-eyed princess finds a set of tracks, suggesting that her foe trod through this dusty ground not very long before.
Shush, Homer. How shall I ever catch her if you're going to describe my every move?
I've no idea to whom you refer, to whom the Princess of the Dead refers, as she continues on her fateful search.
Quit teasing me and help me look. Hi, kitties.
You'll find her yet.
Odysseus, have you seen Hecate about?
Not in a little while, little goddess. Though I'd expect that pointy hat of hers to give her away.
I'll look for it. Thank you.
Well, she's got to be around here somewhere, little goddess.
Got you, Hecate. You're dead.
Got me, you did, Millennium. But I dare say I can escape your clutches yet.
Hey!
That's not fair.
Can't hide over there.
Perceptive.
There you are. Got you again.
So persistent.
Oh, the pattern on her hat is a labyrinth.
For I'm a titaness. You cannot vanquish me.
I can and shall. Aha. I got you. Hecate? What's the matter?
It's merely that I've not heard your laughter before. Reminded me of your mother. A much preferable sound to that of grief.
I promise not to cry again. I still get sad sometimes, but not as much.
Do not make promises you cannot keep. When tears well up, let them spill forth. They're not so precious that they need be contained.
But you never cry, Hecate. And I wish to become strong like you, so that I might find Kronos and destroy him for what he's done. And then you could hear my mother's laugh again.
And I shall do everything in my power to prepare you, so that you may succeed where I failed. If not for your family's sake, then for your birthright, as the princess of the underworld.
What do you mean you failed? You tried to beat Kronos yourself? He hurt you?
Concern yourself with your own pain, not mine. Destroying Kronos shall not change the past, and the pain shall linger, though assert itself less frequently with age. But enough of this. On the morrow, we shall teach you to hunt greater prey.
Truly? Oh. Death to Kronos. All my life I've prepared, and I'm nowhere near ready, am I? Mwah. Are you growing more motivated to find your family, or merely growing more despondent? See you all again in a few nights. Hail, Spirit.
You invoke me?
Hey, you're up.
You were out a while. See anything good down there that time?
Alright, who we giving gifts to first?
I fought past Erebus, down into Oceanus. It was so strange being underneath the sea. Do you remember the sea, Dora?
The sea. That's the thing with all the water in it, right? I heard it's nice sometimes. Also kills a bunch of people, death by drowning. So I've been getting mixed messages, I guess.
It's a big place.
Yeah, we've gotten... I mean, I got like 3 ambrosia. No. 2. I got 2 on just one run, so... You know what? Let's just...
Wanted you to have this, Dora. To the best hunter in all the crossroads.
See, I knew you were gonna pull this gift custom thing on me sooner or later, so I have come prepared. Catch.
For me? Thank you, Dora. Moonlight guide us and all.
Terror engulf us.
Okay, anything over here yet?
No use. Where are you, Headmistress?
Numerous are the responsibilities of Hecate, Witch of the Crossroads, unseen watcher between realms, and keeper of the key to pathways hidden even to immortal eyes.
And our Headmistress.
Alright.
Let me see.
We should be able to make both of these. We have 60 bones, and it is 60 for kinship.
Great tree of life, please listen to my thoughts. So mote it be. Broker, you've expanded your shop.
Her. And fated intervention.
I'm ready. O daughters of night, who can see all tomorrows, please help me avenge both our families' sorrows. Nothing. They didn't listen. Just checking up on you.
Wait, what does that symbol mean? Oh, that's stock. Okay, no. Yeah, this makes sense. Wait, no, nectar, no. What is that? Oh, that's how many I have in my inventory. The purple purse is my inventory, so I have 25 ashes, 5 psyche, 0 fate fabric. Okay, got it. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah. And I'm out of bones, so...
What you said to me before about my mother, that was very cruel.
Fair enough. Can't kill each other here, but we can use our words. If we were fighting for real, I wouldn't have held back either.
I figured not. Nemesis, maybe we could start again. Here, I got you something.
Don't need your charity, princess, or temptations while I'm on duty or off. You're doing this because you want something from me anyway, so here, knock yourself out.
Thank you, Nem.
Yay, keepsakes.
Death to Kronos?
Whatever.
It's good to see you all again.
Hello. The good witch there noted you were able to vanquish her in a full-on contest. Impressive stuff.
First try,
Did you get
too.
much farther?
A little
I did.
bit.
Down to the chambers near the bottom of the sea. Strange music echoing all through the place. I wasn't prepared.
Strange music. Reminds me of when... Oh, I'll spare the tales for another time. You've enough on your mind, I can tell.
Alright, nothing.
Greetings, Father.
Alright. That is increasingly tempting, but a Death Defiance is...
Death.
Oh, hello.
Ready for more.
Right, and do we have the
deeper
stuff?
than it looks.
Yes, for the Sister Blades.
Join with me.
Weapon unlock.
Nim and Oros, sister blades. We're fellow sisters now.
A fitting armament. She's here, now watch and learn.
Moonlight guides you.
Same to you. The craft you seek to master takes its toll. But not for long. Your magic power's gonna come right back by the time you get to the next place you're going. So use it.
The Crossroads training grounds are watched over by fearless seafarer Skelemius, famed in death as he was famed in life.
We cannot fail with such a genius on our side.
Okay, check the display case. That's where... Okay, there we go. There's my...
A new keepsake.
Behold that heirloom storage case over there.
Ghost Onion.
The
Yeah,
onion.
no, that's... Yeah, that's a really good... Okay, how do I...
A fine selection.
Okay, so it's a little subtle which one's currently equipped.
The eye.
Probably just because I've only got two and they're right next to each other. But I can see it now, the purple glow. Okay.
Discura, the witch's staff. With me, my friend.
Use caution.
All right. Anything... Oh, hello. I think I like this.
Uh-oh.
Hey, everybody coming in. How did the speedrun routing go? Oh. Ooh, I think I like the blades.
Can you vanquish me again?
Death to Kronos, Commander.
Yeah, kill him.
Yeah, all right. Let's try. Okay, so
Like getting stung by bees.
and does this change at all? No. Let's go ahead and give him a
Commander, though
nectar.
it falls to us to keep the old traditions alive. May you partake of this nectar, unburdened by the weight of its significance.
I'm most appreciative of both the offering and of the sentiment, and I summarily shall do my part. Behold, the luckiest of my possessions is in your possession now.
You honor me, Commander.
The luckier tooth. All right. After you fall. Okay, so it gives you a cheat death. So that heals you for 51 on a death, and this will heal us for 50 overall. Let's go with this.
The moon is waxing.
Okay, this is making me think that moon phase, also the reference earlier, is definitely making me think that moon phase is going to be relevant to the difficulty and or like what spawns in a run.
Ready or not, hence I go. For my family.
Kronos is up to something, but not even Athena knows what. His assaults on Olympus always fail, even if they've kept us occupied. What's his next move?
Alright, special. More damage in a larger area. Cast is a daze and deals a burst of damage before it expires. And magic restored whenever you cast. These are pretty good. Okay. Let's go with Solar Ring. That sounds interesting.
Silver. Whalers again.
Okay, we are.
Ash for my arcana.
Alright, take less damage.
Is that it? Known her since I was probably your age. Right, proper dame. Been far too long since last we saw each other, come to think. What can you do? She hates everybody. I hate everybody.
Alright, Scorch on attack. Scorch on attack. You know what? We might actually have trouble aiming this.
Finally tracked you down.
I know that voice. A centaur heart.
That ought to do it.
Good evening.
I saw it first.
Death to Kronos.
Stay safe, sister. It's been too long, sister. Look at you on your great hunt. Not ideal circumstances, but you've finally begun. Know that the family has your back, surprised as they are about this.
No shortage lately of surprises on Olympus or below. It's good to see you, Artemis, but I must be off. Time's against us and all that.
Time's an old fool, too busy besieging the mountain of the gods to sense the threat headed his way. Go get him. My blessings.
All right. Oh, hey. Okay. My, this is probably not going to pick up very well, but the, I just noticed that the light on the back of the, DualShock 4, changes to the color of the god. Okay. Foes in your cast may take critical damage from your attacks. Piercing arrows fired towards any foe damaged by your cast. After you hit with your attacks or specials, fire a seeking arrow. Oh, man. We attack real fast, so support fire would really be good. Easy shot will further boost our casts, which are currently... We could stack everything into our casts. Support fire was really, really good in the first one. Oh, that's only on Omega cast. Okay, never mind. We're going to take support fire.
My blessing is yours. Go find your mark.
Good hunting.
Get wrecked. We're at 92 obols. That's not enough to do anything big, so let's get the...
Still rooted here, I see.
I'm just taking all the damage. Very, very bad. Special, more damage. Your casts expand in size until they expire. Yes.
The ever-restless shades of Erebus find little peace there, save for the prickly embrace of the gnarled branches of those writhing woods.
Am I fighting the spirits or the woods? My keepsake expired.
Oh man, we used that up so fast.
It's done.
Let's get a palm. We wanna upgrade some of these. Yeah, we're gonna upgrade glowing coal. Well, max cast size 60%, so that's a 10% gain, but it's a circle, so the actual... If that's a 10% radius gain, then that's actually, like, huge. But it's already really big. I don't know if it needs to be, like, that much bigger. Especially knowing that the rooms ahead actually get pretty small. So let's get more damage out of it. Let's get more straight damage out of it.
Another Moley.
So good at letting go, is it? After eons of prosperity, all that we've built together threatens to come crashing down, all because of a little bad blood.
More damage to nearby foes. Okay, so that just immediately goes to max on a melee. Specials deal more damage. You deal more damage while you have at least... So 5%, 10% if you're above 80% health. Yeah, this is... Let's take Flutter Strike.
This feeling, oh.
And a Daedalus Hammer. Hell yes. What was their options? Daedalus Hammer or health upgrade? Daedalus Hammer. Daedalus Hammer is worth way more than... honestly, almost any health. Alright. Your last strike in your attack sequence deals 300% in a larger area. Specials have plus 15 power and deal damage in a wider area. Dash Strike also fires your special 3 times at once in a fan pattern. Huh. I lean towards Final Slice. But Reaper Knives could be really good. Trick Knives could also be really good. These all sound really good. I think we'll go Final Slice. We'll...
Enchanted for the night.
Let's... Palm. Oh, that's a really big area. Nope, not where I wanted to fire that. It's a lot of damage.
I grow strong.
185. That's still not quite enough, so let's go with the health.
I can do this.
Greetings, witch. A flash of silver, limb and auros. The sister blades have veiled themselves, do you? The other nocturnal arms shall follow their lead, I expect.
Alright, and I'm sure you got an upgrade.
Nyx entrusted them to you to safeguard the realm as a last resort. But this cannot possibly be how they were meant to be used.
And why ever not? To safeguard the realm, you shall have to clear a wide variety of obstacles standing in your way. I am but one.
I shredded her. This build rules.
This night. Go. Return to Shadow now.
I passed the test. Cinder. Is that?
A word, if you please. Pray, who might you be, my girl? And what compelled you to wander in and out of Erebus?
I'm not your girl, old man. My name and business are not your concern.
So it seems. You appear to be quite pressed for time. Forgive this old man his transgressions.
Alright, just make sure I didn't miss any pickups.
This way.
Alright. Back into Oceanus.
That song again.
The underworld plunges deeper than the deepest sea, yet there are such places where the edge of one and the other meet.
One dark abyss next to another.
Let's keep going for Ash. Nope, wrong way. Uh, 275. Yeah, that'll. We're over 250, so that'll be enough to buy probably 2 things.
Here's the gold.
Let's get the power.
And yet eludes the grasp of Kronos, does he? Turn to a life of the piratical smuggler in these dark times, huh?
Alright. Omega Cast gains power and knocks foes away. At the start of each encounter, your attacks and specials are stronger for 10 seconds. Your Omega moves make you briefly restore any magic you use. Hydraulic Might. Yeah.
Hail, boatman. Yes, my lord. I met Apollo, Grandmother, Uncle Poseidon. I've known Artemis and Hermes for so long. I'm impressed they kept my secret from the others all this time. Moonlight guide you, my lord.
And...
Would you indulge me for a moment, boatman? If we're to restore the old order around here, I was thinking why not start like this? Wait, are you certain there's no charge for this?
Glowing coal upgraded. Hell yeah. And you know what? Let's take the 5 ash. Why not? We're gonna die. Let's keep going in on Apollo stuff.
A swarm of hellyfish. Out at sea. In the name of Hades.
Alright. Whenever your casts expire, restore. Omega cast expires. Rapidly deal damage in the area. You deal more damage until you take damage. If you take no more for 15 seconds, regain this. No hit bonus, damage 15%. That's gonna... Oh, man. Perfect Image is going to be, like, we're going to basically get that on our opening salvo every time. This would require us to, like, charge up Omega casts, which we've been bad at, but 15 every 0.13 seconds for 2 seconds is, 0.13 is odd. Is a weird. .13 is going to be not 8 times a second. Slightly less than 8 times a second. Let's just call it 8 for sanity's sake. So that's 80, that's 120, that's 240 damage. That's another 240 damage. That is a lot. Ooh. All right. I'm bullying myself into Omega casts.
Here goes.
Health or upgrades? Health or upgrades? Health or upgrades? Let's go with health. We don't actually have any sustain at the moment.
No spiders get around.
Let's keep going on Apollo.
Vaporized.
Yeah.
Apollo. In the name of Hades. Apollo's light.
I don't know if I want to unseal that. Let's just go to the store.
Closer.
Oh, he didn't have a sandwich.
Moonlight, guide us.
I was really hoping you'd have a sandwich for me.
An ever-present song compels the nightmare-bringing princess ever forward, towards the beauty, deeper into the abyss.
It's very pretty.
I think it's Dusa. Not to maybe spoil myself, but like between the childish drawings, the statues, I think it's Dusa.
Oh, no way. No way. Look at Gal's a lady. Ladies never come to see our shows. You must be different. What's your name?
Or just a siren.
We're just about to start, aren't we, Gals?
Sirens. I should have known you were the source of all that singing.
There's obviously sirens.
Slipped down into the underworld, have you?
It baited me.
It's the perfect pressure down here. Beats the pressure trying to make art while all our fans are watching, begging, Skilla, where's your next soul?
Don't you drown your so-called fans to death? Have you even got any left?
Don't ever say such things about our fans. Oh, hey. We're Skilla and the Sirens!
Ooh, that's a lot of damage. That hurt. Alright, there's our cheat death. Ooh. First try.
That's quite enough of them. A pearl.
Death to Kronos. Clear Oceanus. I gotta say, I'm progressing through this vastly faster than I made it through the first one.
Big drop.
Which maybe is a thing that they intended, right? Like that.
Don't lose your way.
They didn't want people to get quite as walled on Hecate as people got on Meg. Because you don't have the sexual tension, right? Like, the big thing about fighting Meg over and over again is that you got the, like, constant, the broiling interactions on every attempt. Okay, this is not what I was expecting. I'm thrown. I'm tilted. I'm thrown off.
It's watching me.
Look who.
Oh no.
You're a long way from the crossroads, Trouble. So this is where the real action is, huh? Weren't you supposed to still be practicing?
Hey, you got my brother's gun. Give it back.
Things took a turn, Eris. You know how it goes. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some urgent business to attend to.
Always in such a rush. I'd really hate to slow you down. Though, let's hang out sometime, okay? Have a great night. Oh, one last thing.
What did she do to me?
All right.
That's more than usual.
Our timer just went off, so...
It's all so vast. What is that? It's stuck. Uh-oh. Lycaeans.
These all sound really good.
Where's the last one?
Okay, I was not. This is not at all what I was expecting. Yeah, unseal it.
Smackers.
Oh, we're taking too much damage.
Spilled half my blood back there.
Yep. Yep. Okay, Alright, so a lot less of a gain on glowing coal going 3 to 4. That basically fully refills us whenever our casts expire. This one seems odd given these new rooms, so let's... Well... We're already not really being gated on our magic just because we've already got Lucid Gain. I don't know, we'll take glowing coal. It's kind of diminishing returns, but... Alright.
Should try an incantation back home.
Yeah. Nope. Okay. So that... Alright. Edges of the arena hurt us. Ooh. I will get used to it, but this area is throwing me off. Alright. Mini boss or double reward. Mini boss sounds like a good way to die.
This way feels right. Queen Lamia herself.
Nope, nope, don't want to use that. Yeah, we don't have time to charge anything. And our third attack is also gonna slow us down a bunch.
Venomous fiends.
Ooh.
Olympus, I accept this message.
We're not going to live long enough to use it, but... Sandwich, sandwich, sandwich. Come on, bro. 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 Bro.
Here's the gold.
Yeah, snuff. I was about to say, snuff candle is basically a bonus versus bosses. Bro, I'll salute you anyway.
Moonlight guide us.
A deep ravine within the fields of mourning spreads forth like a gash across the underworld's heart, and even hateful spirits know to stay away.
Need to keep pushing forward, out of here. Follow the golden petal path.
I'm scared of you. I don't know if you're going to explode or...
Something for me. A withered bough.
All right. Oh. Okay, wasn't expecting that.
Turn to shadow now.
Was not expecting that. That was a little bit of an unfortunate end to that run, but
Found you at last. Princess of the Underworld.
Oh, hello.
Having to contact you at such a time. It's not my custom to intervene during moments of doom, only to observe.
Moments of doom. You're Lord Moros, emissary of the Three Fates. So your sisters heard me after all.
They expected me to find you, for there's something they intend for you to have. Wherever you're going, look for it when you arrive. I'm uncertain if we'll meet again. Farewell.
Oh, I think we will.
It's been an honor.
Wait. He's gone.
Well, that is a really good spot to end that. I got to get back to scripting. This has been a lot of fun. This is really good. Eris gave me a stacking damage increase when you met her against you. I didn't notice at all. I wasn't able to keep track of that. I wasn't actually sure. Good. Thanks for telling me what she did, because I had no idea what she did. Yeah, that third area is interesting. It'll take me a bit to get used to. But anyway, Is Tally still on? Or is Sal on? Yeah. Tally's still playing. Let's go. Nope, spell it right. All right. Tally's playing the alpha for the next WoW expansion. So go spam if you have old Blanchy. If you've got the Blanchy emote, spam that, and we'll catch y'all later for probably more Hades 2. Bye.
Plot number 27, fam. Peak Bluff. Hey, Dan. Good to see you. We are still just looking at WoW shit. Sorry, dude. I'm really, really sorry. We are currently choosing the best plots in the Horde housing area because we're literally the saddest human beings ever born. No, it doesn't cost 100k. That's how much I've got in my bank on this character. Top rate, get right. I'm just so very sorry for your viewers being here. But this is important. This is really, really important. Yeah, totally. So if I was a Tauren, this would be where I want to live. You know, in a bluff. You've got a nice little kind of balcony. Look, I mean, you've got a whole walkway around your property here. You're the only one on this entire bluff. It's kind of amazing, right? You got this entire place to yourself. Easy to defend. You've got a nice bridge leading down to your neighbors here, which I quite like. I mean, I like this bluff as well. What's this one over here? This one's kind of nice. If there's a plot on the top here, I might reconsider. Looks like there is. Okay, this one's kind of cool too. All right, look, this one's good as well. Thank you, Thunders. Thank you for the gifted sub. Yeah, look, I'm gonna admit it, right? I assumed that I would be going to the Alliance neighborhood for my house, and with my